Today is an extremely exciting thrifting day. It is like 7:15 in the morning. I am outside of the Goodwill bins or the Goodwill marketplace, and we're going inside today. And the Goodwill bins, for those of you that don't know, is basically just a row of bins that they throw clothes in piles, and you dig through the piles, and instead of paying per item, you pay by the pound. It's a really fun, unique way of thrifting. It's also an adventure every time. Okay!
The resellers are here, and I'm scared.
And actually, kindly, Goodwill have allowed us to go in 30 minutes early today. So I'm here with my friends Alexa and Evelyn, and we're gonna go inside and dig around the Goodwill bins for like 30 minutes, and it's gonna be such a time. It's gonna be the fastest 30 minutes of my life. Alexa and I have done this before, and it goes by like that. There is so much clothing, there is no possible way that we could even make our way through like one bin in the 30 minutes. Like, it is truly just like a little preview, but I'm really excited to see what we can find. I have found some of my favorite pieces here at the Goodwill bins, so honestly, I'm open to whatever. I don't have a specific list of what I'm looking for. I'm always on the hunt for vintage, and I'd really love to find some like more spring and summer type things like tops, tank tops. Vintage Disney would always be incredible, you know, something like that. But truly, I am open to whatever the thrift gods want to bring me today. So it's a couple of minutes until we can go inside. We're gonna head in and do a little bit of thrifting at the Goodwill bins together, and I'm gonna take you along with me, so let's go! We've come a long way since I got kicked out in 2019. Oh my god, you guys. This is chaos. This is insanity. We're just going for it.
Like instantly, I was like, yeah, no.
Okay, there's lots of bathing suits in here. New with tags, which is nice. Oh no, it wasn't. That's just the Goodwill tag. Just kidding. With this, I kind of just like look, and if it's something I think is worth grabbing, I'll grab it and kind of really assess later. Ooh, Adidas. What size? I can't tell. Medium. I think we're gonna move on. All right, let's see what we got. Cute little pinstripe pants. Cute skirt. Vintage. Once you get the first few going, then it's good. This could be a cute DIY. What is this? What are you? Cute little 90s dress. There's 2 of them. There's 3 of them. In case you're wondering, there's 4 of them. Got it. Sorry. This hasn't even like been opened yet. I forgot you were there. Hey.
Hi, girl.
Hey, girl, I see you.
Ooh, vintage like athletic shorts. Cute. Something fur. Oh. It's like a little lace top. Maybe one of the girls would want that. I see BCBG. Unfortunately, I'm not 8 years old, so I can't wear that. These are very cute and on trend. I would wear these if they were in my size, but I'm just grabbing things for everyone. We got a vintage Levi's shirt. Cute. Next. Nothing is being looked at thoroughly whatsoever. Optimistic. Cute. Is this for a child? Yes. Never mind. A Kate Spade for Target dress. Pretty. What are you? Ooh. Wild Fable vest. That's cute. Comfy pants. What are you? Are you a shirt? What are you? You're a dress. Some Bermuda short. They're gray. Maybe. Superstar swimmer. I want this as a baby tee, but it's a little too baby, if you know what I mean. Oh, I keep finding these like capris with the little ties on the bottom. They're not in my size. All right, next. It's gonna start getting real loud up in here. Oh, cute. Oh, pretty. Oh, it's from Wild Fable. Oh, if it was in my size, I would totally get this. Look how cute it is. This flowy dress. Love it. My arms are sore already. Okay, I'm not finding anything, so I'm gonna pivot. I'm gonna go to the other side. Okay, what else do we got? Ooh, shorts. Shut up, are these my size? They're a little baggy, but I think they might be okay. They're Wranglers. Okay, I need to be faster, faster. Okay, want that in my size. Cute. Now, this little tank top from Torrid. It's very cute. Look at these Miss Me Bermudas, capris. These look teeny tiny. Okay, we're moving. We're grooving. I'm glad I didn't wear like a sweater. Okay, this is so sad because it's an adorable dress and I would totally wear it, but it's been trampled all over. Some Nike shorts. What size are you? Maybe. I need to start digging. Found these, but I don't know if they're my size. We'll worry about that later. Okay. This looks vintage. Vintage Van Heusen. It's like a corduroy shirt. It's very cute. Everything I'm looking for is kids' clothes. And there's nothing wrong with that, but I'm not a kid. We're gonna listen to our gut. We're gonna keep going. I want this in my size. Aww. Wow. Very fancy little dress. All right, the doors are gonna open in like 1 minute, so I'm gonna switch over to my phone and we'll do a voiceover. Here's what I've got so far. I don't even know. I haven't really found anything yet, but we're gonna keep it going. So fingers crossed. All right, so this is kind of the usual Goodwill bins experience. You're just sort of digging, you're seeing what you can find. Like I mentioned, I'm just sort of like taking a very quick glance, and if it's something that looks remotely cute or that it could remotely fit me or one of my friends, it's going in the cart. That was a very cute little blue sparkly shirt. I think it was for a kid. I found this shirt that I was trying to figure out if it was like a vintage silk shirt or if it was pajamas or if it was Shein. I wasn't really sure. I found this pair of literal board shorts or swim trunks or whatever, and I was like, okay, I could do something with that. Loved this lace top.
The resellers are here and I'm scared.
I feel like that is the standard Goodwill experience at the bins. It's just like the chaos of it all and everyone coming in at once and just every man for himself, and you kind of just do your best. So I found some Levi's. I found this pair of Y2K style shorts. They're way too small for me, but how cute are those? I found this sunflower print dress. I'm pretty sure I had like almost an exact replica of that at one point. I found another t-shirt that I was like maybe could be a baby tee, but definitely not. There was a ton of kids clothes. I know I mentioned that. Like almost everything I found that I thought was cute was for kids. I found that vintage nightgown. There was a bunch of books. I don't know if I had ever been there when there had been books before, but there were kids books, coloring books, art books, like tons of stuff. There was this pair of shorts that originally I thought maybe were Bermuda shorts, but I think they're golf shorts. I found this, which is such a little gem. It's a vintage sweater vest. We'll talk about it. I found this scarf. I was like, I don't know, maybe cart now, think later. You know what I mean? There was this random belt thing. I don't know. I was just grabbing shit at this point.
Ow! Jump scare.
I hate when I'm looking for something at the thrift store and then it ends up being Shein. But anyways, I loved this blazer. What a good blazer. Like if I had a use for this, I would absolutely have gotten it. It still had the Goodwill tag on it. Loved this tank top. Don't really know why I didn't get it. Kind of mad at myself. Maybe it wasn't my size. I'm not sure. Cute little graphic t-shirt. There was a cute windbreaker. I realized after though that this was definitely someone's uniform. Sorry about that, Helen. I loved this pretty dress. I wasn't really sure about the shape of it, but I was like, it's going in the cart. That's fine. There were also people around that I had heard say that people were taking things out of their carts, which is scary. Anyway, I found a trench coat. I was trying to guard my cart with my life is what I'm saying. I found this cute little top that I thought may be cute for one of the girls. I have found some really good crew neck sweatshirts at the Goodwill bins before, so I was kind of on the hunt for that. I saw that Brooklyn one, but again, not the right size. Very cute though. This brand new with tags blazer was so adorable. I wish more than anything I could pull off a blazer, but I just haven't figured that out yet. I found this pair of lounge shorts that I was like, oh yes, so cool. They're vintage. We'll talk more about them later. Then I was just digging. I found a Calvin Klein bra. I was like, I don't know, maybe. I do think it was my size randomly. So I threw it in the cart. I was like, we'll worry about that at another time. I found this definitely vintage pair of pants from Jack Taylor Beverly Hills. What a cool find. I threw those in the cart. I loved this kind of hibiscus scarf. Again, just grabbing anything I could. I think that was a tankini top. Then I found the dress that I had talked about earlier in my size. I was so excited. You know how I was like, if this was in my size, I would totally get it. So it was in my size. We gathered everything. We did the meeting of the minds, which is basically my favorite part, where you figure out what you're getting. So adorable. Alexa found those overalls for me. I was very excited. I thought about cutting the collar of that striped shirt. I said no. I don't need a plain red hoodie. I said no. This was thrift blindness. That's hideous. I did decide to hang on to the Target dress. I didn't realize that that said Sheriff's Department on the short, so I said no to that. The bra was a no. The tank top I handed over to the girls to see if they wanted it. I was showing off my cute little scarf. Very cute. I saw this tankini top and I thought maybe, and then I thought no. The scarf, again, it was a no. This vintage men's sweater vest was an absolute yes. So cute. I thought maybe I would go for that black dress and the white dress, but I said no to both of those. No to the golf shorts. The belt thing was just kind of a funny random thing, so decided to show it. You know, you never know what you can find. I liked this button up, but it just wasn't the one for me. Loved that little white top and this lace top. Neither were in my size, but so adorable. I did decide to go for the board shorts. I don't know. This vintage red tank top was cute, but I just know I wouldn't wear it. Same with this skirt. I thought maybe this white pair of Nike basketball shorts would be cute, but they were just too long and not the right size. I did find that pair of Wranglers, which was cute. I saw this gray pair of cargo shorts, but they just weren't right. There was a lace top, these cute little blue cargo capris. I gave all of those to the girls to try on. I saw that pair of darker denim shorts, but it wasn't the right size. That skirt, again, was thrift blindness. Same with these blue shorts. Look at what Evelyn found.
Oh my god, I wish.
I loved this navy dress, but
I knew it.
so let's make our decisions. Let's check out, and that wraps up our morning at the Goodwill bins. All right, it's the next day. We're back home. I got everything all washed and sanitized, and I'm gonna show you everything I picked up on this Goodwill bins trip. I think I spent $20.16 because everything's done by weight, which I thought was like a pretty good deal. And I'll go over like what's worked out, maybe what hasn't, etc., because you can't try anything on. That's kind of the only bummer. But the first thing I got was this sweater vest. This is vintage John Ashford, made in Italy. It's made of 30% wool, so it's not like super duper itchy. And I really like the colors. And I kind of had like put myself on a little bit of a sweater vest ban. And then I saw this and I don't know. I don't have an explanation for myself. So I think this will be much more of like a, fall, winter kind of thing with either like a turtleneck under it or like a t-shirt for the warmer days here. But I just love it. I'm pretty sure it's for men, so Drew and I can share it as well. And it's just like such a good quality find in my opinion. I also pictured it with some very sort of 90s glasses. Like I think a lot can be done with that. Dressed up, dressed down, whatever. I love the buttons. I pretty much love everything about it. So excited about that, and that'll be one that we can share. The next one is kind of my only thing that didn't really work out, and this is the Wild Fable dress that I saw in a different size. Then I picked up this one, and I kind of had thrift blindness for a second because I don't think it's ugly or anything. It just doesn't fit me the right way, and I'm really bummed. I'm really disappointed. So I think I'll probably end up just like listing this on my Poshmark or something, or maybe I'll redonate it, but it is such a cute dress. It feels very Y2K to me. I styled it with like some kind of more biker style boots, and I thought that was such a little juxtaposition, very cute, fun pairing, and I would love to wear this, but it's just not the right fit. Sometimes with dresses, it's like it can be too loose in the chest, but then it fits the rest of my body well, or vice versa. It can be too tight in the body and therefore too tight in the chest. Like it's just kind of a difficult one to find like the perfect fitted dress if it's more kind of tailored, I guess. So that's such a cute piece, and I'm so sad. So I'll probably end up, just like putting it on my Poshmark or something, but I do really love that. It's so pretty. I love the pink color. It felt so Y2K to me, but sadly, it probably won't work out for me. I probably could take it, get it tailored, altered, whatever, but I probably won't do that. Like I've done that before, and I don't wear the stuff as much as I anticipated, so we'll see. And then next is probably my favorite item of the day. Alexa actually found these for me, and she was like, do you want these? And I was like, yeah, I do. And it's these Key Imperial Aristocrat of overalls, and I love these. I actually see this brand all the time at the Rose Bowl flea market. There is one guy, actually it's a couple of guys, and they have a booth at the flea market, and they sell overalls that are usually like relatively expensive. Oh my god, I just realized this has a zipper. Sorry, I got distracted. What the heck? I guess, you know, when you gotta go, you gotta go. Anyways, they usually sell them for like relatively pricey, you know, $60, $40, something like that. And these were, gosh, I mean, probably maximum $4. Like, that's just incredible. And they are a little beat up. Like, there's some fading. There's a couple of stains kind of right here at the top. There's also a bigger one down at the bottom. But for some reason, that doesn't bother me. Like, that makes them cooler. I think different overalls are good for different purposes. But I really like these being a super vintage, worn-in pair. Like, they're so soft, they're very comfy. I inspected, there's no holes anywhere, so I am very pleased. I love them. They are like maybe one size oversized for me, but I like that. I think it gives a really nice baggy look. It feels very 90s to me, and I am so excited to wear those. Like, I'm gonna start wearing them immediately. They're perfect. Next up is a couple of pairs of shorts. I ended up dwindling it down to 2 pairs because, you know, I had like a lot in mine and in my cart while I was shopping, and I did pick up these swim trunks. I don't really know what brand they are. I'm pretty sure they're from like a gift shop, but I don't know why. They just kind of struck me. I was like, these are kind of cute. I'm not gonna lie, I did not notice that they say Palm Springs, California at the bottom, but that's not a big deal. And also I wonder if I could like try to get that off somehow. It's just like a vinyl sticker. I may try to figure that out at some point, but I don't know, something about this is just really fun for me, and it feels nostalgic, it feels cool, it feels androgynous, it feels sexy. Are these particularly for everyone? No. You know, I can confidently say that a lot of you watching this would not be wearing men's swim trunks out in the wild, and that's okay. That's the beauty of it. I even thought like wearing these to the beach and you could just go into the ocean in them, like low-key swimming in them, because that's what they're for. I don't know, I think it's cute to style a bunch of different outfits with those, and it just feels very beachy, very summery. I even think it'd be cute with what I have on right now. Like it's a vibe, you know? The girls who get it, get it. Is it a little bit ugly? Yeah. But I kind of love that. So there we go. And then the last pair of shorts is a pair of jorts. I saw these from Wrangler and they're a size like too big. And I thought that they'd be great for a belted look because that gives it that baggier kind of silhouette, but then you can cinch it in at the waist with a belt. Or I've even seen a couple people that I follow flipping the shorts over like this. And it's, again, just a very beachy, laid back, casual, early 2000s kind of look. You can wear it more low-rise that way. And I can't believe I'm saying those words because I was low-rise's biggest hater for so long, but I really am starting to come around to it, and sometimes I think it looks better, like proportion-wise on my body. I actually found a picture the other day. It popped up on a digital frame that I have, and it was a picture of me, my dad, and Drew at the Grove, and I was wearing high-waisted jeans, and they were almost up to here. Like my torso was this long. It was so heinous and I thought I was eating. I don't know what was going on. It was genuinely crazy. So anyways, all that to say, I do really like a kind of more mid-rise these days. I know. And the last thing that I got, I just threw it in there, was this really pretty bandana scarf. Whatever you want it to be. It doesn't have any tags, so I don't know where it's from or what it is, but it's really beautiful. It has, I think these are hibiscus flowers, and look how gorgeous that is for summer, especially. You could wear this as like a little head scarf. You could wear it as a hair bandana. You can tie it on a bag. I really like the trend that people have been doing recently where they tie a scarf or a bandana kind of around their waist, and it's like a little accent. It gives something interesting and cute and pretty to like just a basic tank top and shorts outfit. I like it with longer jorts. I think it'd be cute with shorter shorts too, and it's just something, yeah, fun and interesting. And that is everything that I got at the Goodwill bins. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, be sure to give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, or you could turn on my post notifications maybe if you want to be notified every time I post a new video. Let me know in the comments if you want to see more Goodwill Bins content in the future. I think it would be so much fun. I had such a blast. If there's anything you want to see me look out for, if there's any other kind of thrifting videos that you want to see, please let me know. And yeah, just thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure you check out my friends' content. I will link it down below. Alexa's gonna make a video. Evelyn's gonna make a short form video, so make sure you show them lots of love. Thank you guys so much for being here. Thank you so much for watching. I'm sending you all of my love, and I'll see you very soon in my next video. Bye!